Hi, everyone. My name is Jerry Wise. And for many, many decades, I've worked with helping people find their true selves and who they are in spite of all the dysfunctional past and learning about self-differentiation. Today, I want to talk about the 5 ways narcissistic parents play dumb. They do play dumb. You may even have friends who play dumb. You may even have bosses who play dumb. A lot of people play dumb. And there are 5 ways, and I want to talk about the first, which is feigning ignorance. Narcissists will act as though, I don't understand what you're talking about. I don't understand that request or criticism. I don't understand that. And why would they say they don't understand? Because they don't want to take responsibility. And that's why we say, I don't understand. I don't understand. Now, I think there's some healthy uses of confusion and not understanding. But in this case, this is a toxic tactic to feign ignorance. And then it makes it very difficult for others to communicate with them. This video is one of the many videos I have to help people with their awareness of narcissists and their awareness of family dysfunction. And I realized that awareness is only the beginning of the road to healing. The process begins with awareness of the narcissist or narcissistic personality disorder. If you're not even aware of that, you're not going to see it. You're just going to go, oh, well, that's the way it's always been. And I think it's very much the case when I was a therapist for many, many, many years, I became clinically depressed. And it felt normal to me. And I knew the symptoms of depression. I had treated many, many people who had been depressed in a psychiatric practice I was working in and other places. And so I knew what they were. But applying them to my life and myself was much more difficult to do. The same is true for us recognizing the narcissist. We don't see it. That's just who mom is. That's who dad is. That's who my sister is. That's who my brothers are. We say that all the time. And I hear people telling me that all the time. So first, we have awareness of narcissism. Secondly, we begin to become aware of my own role and how I do this dance with the narcissist. Because there is a dance that we've learned to do. Thirdly is family awareness. In other words, we zoom out farther to see more of what's going on, which guides us in what we can do to change and change ourselves. Fourthly is that systems awareness and guidance, where we begin to use systems thinking to guide us in what our responses would be and how we might be able to handle what's going on. Fifthly, we want to work on getting the narcissist out of us and the family of origin out of us. And as I've talked about in other videos, turning on some switches and maybe turning off some switches that we learned growing up. Because our switches early on in life are set the way they're supposed to be set. They only get turned and switched as we go through this dysfunctional family experience. And then lastly, that process of self-differentiation, maturity, and healthy detachment. So there are many stages of recovery from these kinds of problems that we've experienced with narcissistic families. Let me go to number 2, selective memory. Selective memory is one of those playing dumb examples. They might conveniently forget past promises or conversations or agreements, or I don't remember us doing that. And what happens if I say, I don't remember doing that? How are you going to hold me responsible if I'm basically saying I never made that agreement, or at least I don't remember it, so you can't hold me accountable? And so selective memory is a common way to play dumb. Number 3, pretending not to know. Narcissists may pretend they are unaware of someone's feelings or needs, even when those needs or feelings have been clearly expressed, in an attempt to maintain control or to avoid addressing those issues. And again, well, I didn't know that they were upset. Well, they said that they were upset. Well, I didn't realize that. I didn't know that hurt their feelings. Well, they said they felt hurt. Well, I didn't know they felt hurt to where I needed to do something about that. And again, it's that pretending not to know. For example, a narcissistic parent will rip off a child financially. And these things have actually happened, where they have been interconnected financially, and the narcissistic parent takes some money from the child. And then it's a matter of, I didn't think that would be a problem. Well, why would you not think that would be a problem? In the process of recovery for these items that I'm talking about, and how to handle those well, and how to even grow beyond these childish, playing dumb scripts that narcissists have, I hope you'll join the online program that's listed below. Has 6 modules, and you get 1 year of coaching in a group setting for those who are part of the program live with me once a month. And I hope you'll join the program listed below. Number 4, avoiding self-reflection. When confronted with their behavior, the narcissist may act as though they can't comprehend how their actions affect others. Deflecting blame, avoiding introspection. Again, they don't look at it. Well, I know I took your money, but I didn't think that would upset you all that much, or even at all, because we've kind of been doing this and doing, and they fudge around all the edges, and then you can't hold them accountable. And again, they don't see how that would hurt someone else. I know a common one that happens is when a narcissistic parent will shame or demean an adult child in front of other people. For example, you're at a professional meeting where you're being given a certificate of recognition, and it's kind of a celebration of your professional life. And then mom or dad might say, but he wet the bed until he was 10 years old. And we just had all kinds of problems with that. At a professional meeting, in front of other people, why do you even have to say that? They're not doing introspection. They're deflecting blame. Well, I was just they thought that might be an endearing thing for me to say to all them. Well, you didn't really kind of ask me if that would be okay. Maybe, or let me share that if I want to share that. Why are you sharing it? Should I stand up with all of them and say, well, I'm so happy to have my parents here supporting me. They mostly raged all the time when I was growing up, and I thought I would just share that with all of you. Now, how would mom and dad feel about that? Well, they would have their hair on fire, and they would be running and screaming out of the building and wondering, how you could possibly do that. But if they do something like that, then I don't understand how that would be a problem. Number 5, the classic, playing the victim, which many of you are already probably familiar with, though some maybe not. In some cases, narcissists will act like they are the ones who are being unfairly treated or misunderstood, using the guise of ignorance to garner sympathy or manipulate others. Well, let's go ask them if they minded if I shared with them about your bedwetting up to age 10 at this professional meeting where you're being recognized. Let's go ask them and see. Dad's the victim for having said it, and he just thinks you're being way too hard on him, and then makes the situation worse. Well, let's just go ask your boss if he thought it was uncomfortable to hear that. Well, of course, the boss, out of politeness, generally is going to say, oh, no, I thought that was cute. When really the boss is going, I thought it was really stupid that you said that, but bosses may not want to be inappropriate at that point. And so dad then feels like, well, I'm the one being victimized here. You're being so hard on me. Your boss wasn't worried about that I said that. And gosh, I just can't even be a normal human being around you. Narcissists are the victim. I hope you'll comment, like this video, please subscribe. Click the bell as well so you get the newest videos coming out. I want to thank you for watching today. Have a great day and be wise.